The product owner is an important agile product management role, but many organizations struggle to correctly apply it. In this video, I'll explain what the role is all about, and I'll share some tips on how you can effectively apply it. My name is Roman Pichler, and I have coached and trained Scrum product owners since 2004. Let's start by exploring the role's responsibility and authority. A product owner in Scrum is responsible for maximizing the value a product creates. The role has to ensure that the product offers the desired value for the users and the customer, as well as for the company that develops and provides it. To fulfill this responsibility, a product owner has to be empowered to own a product in its entirety, to make the necessary tactical and strategic product decisions. In other words, a Scrum product owner has to have the final say on the key decisions, from setting the product vision and determining the product strategy, to developing the product roadmap and prioritizing the product backlog. In practice, however, Scrum product owners are not always sufficiently empowered. A widespread misunderstanding is that they should focus on delivery and execution, write user stories, and ensure that a development team does a good job. But it is impossible to take responsibility for the value a product creates without having the authority to make the necessary strategic decisions. It's worthwhile to note that there is another product owner role, the safe product owner. This role is focused on the tactics and does not have full ownership of a product. While both roles are called product owner, they differ significantly and have little in common. It's therefore important that you clearly distinguish them. Now, if a Scrum product owner has to maximize the value a product creates, what tasks should the role carry out? Here are 5 common ones. First, perform discovery and strategizing work. This includes talking to users and customers, performing competitive analysis, and monitoring market trends. Second, create and update the product strategy and product roadmap. Third, update, prioritize, and refine the product backlog. Fourth, attend the necessary meetings. This includes product strategy review meetings, as well as sprint planning, sprint review, and sprint retrospective meetings. Fifth, collect and evaluate user feedback and measure the value the product creates using the right key performance indicators or KPIs. A common mistake I see Scrum product owners make is to neglect the discovery and strategy work, sometimes because they're not sufficiently empowered, but often because these tasks are not as important as, say, breaking epics into more detailed user stories to keep the team moving forward. But if you deprioritize the strategic work, you might overlook a market development, get caught out by a competitor, and find yourself struggling to catch up. I therefore recommend that, as a rule of thumb, you spend at least half a day per week on product discovery and strategy-related tasks, be it interviewing users, reviewing the latest performance data, or monitoring the competition. Now, you might be wondering how a single Scrum product owner can carry out all the tasks I mentioned and how the individual is able to make the right product decisions. The answer is by collaborating with the right people, the key stakeholders, one or more development teams, a Scrum Master, and possibly other product people if the product is too big to be successfully managed by a single product owner. The key stakeholders are those individuals that have an interest in the product and whose contributions are required to provide the product. For a commercial product, a key stakeholder might be a marketeer, a sales rep, and a customer service team member. A development team in Scrum is a cross-functional, self-managing group with up to 9 members. For end-user-facing products, the team usually consists of UX/UI designers, architects, programmers, testers, and other roles that are required to design, develop, test, document, and deploy product increments. I find it helpful to involve the key stakeholders and at least some development team members in the discovery and strategizing work. For instance, invite the individuals to quarterly strategy reviews where you inspect and adapt the product strategy and roadmap. Additionally, ask the stakeholders to regularly attend the sprint review meetings, at least once every month, as a rule of thumb. Carry out the product backlog work together with the development team members. This includes updating and prioritizing the backlog and breaking larger items into smaller ones. Some development teams are even happy to carry out part of the refinement work on their own. And finally, let the Scrum Master take care of process and organizational issues so that you can focus on managing the product as the Scrum product owner. To effectively work with the stakeholders and development team members, I recommend that you establish trustful connections with them, attentively listen to the individuals, empathize with them, and understand their perspectives and needs. Leverage their expertise to make the right decisions and secure their buy-in. At the same time, don't be afraid to decline a suggestion or request if it does not help create the desired value for the users, the customers, and the business. Have the courage to make a decision if no agreement can be reached. And remember, it's your job to maximize the value the product creates, not to please the stakeholders and development team members. I hope you found my advice helpful. You can learn more about being an effective Scrum product owner by attending my training courses and reading my books. And there's more information available on my website. The links are in the description below. Thank you for watching.